We just got done making our very own peanut butter dog treats, fresh and hot out of the oven. We're going to show you exactly how we make these, but first, let's give Pete a little sample.
Gentle. Good boy.
Oh, such a good boy. Our daughter Hannah is the one that makes these treats, and she's starting off here with 2 cups of whole wheat flour, adding those into a nice large mixing bowl. And that was the sound of a fresh jar of wheat germ, fresh from the store. She goes with 1 cup of wheat germ right into that same bowl. Now she's got hold of the cinnamon here. This is going to be a half a teaspoon of cinnamon added right into the bowl as well. Now she's going to take a moment here and mix all of these ingredients together fully. And that's looking pretty good right there. Now Hannah has her hands on 3/4 of a cup of water. She's added that to the bowl. Now she's just doing a very quick mix here. This gets a little clumpy, so you don't want to go too far with this. That looks pretty good right there. She's turned to the creamy peanut butter, adding a 1/4 cup of this creamy peanut butter. Here's 1 large egg getting cracked into a nice bowl that her sister actually has made. This gets added to our mixture. Right after this, she's going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Your brother used the other ones? Mm-hmm. She's using this half tablespoon measuring spoon because her brother used up the other ones for his protein shakes.
At least I'm sure, because I saw him measuring water with a tablespoon.
Now it's time to give this all a full mixing. And if you've been enjoying this video so far, this is a great time to click those like and subscribe buttons. This greatly helps out our channel as we continue to grow. We greatly appreciate your help. Hannah's got a good start on mixing here, but she's going to switch over to using a glove to make sure she gets this fully mixed. It's just a lot easier than using the wooden spoon. And while she was mixing this up, Pete was in the area, so she's giving him a quick little smell. Oh. Lick those chops, Pete. Lick those chops. He knows he's not allowed to eat it quite yet. Now mixing this by hand isn't certainly necessary, but Hannah says it's the best way to really get this fully mixed together, and I can certainly see why she says that. And once everything is fully mixed, this is a perfect time to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So we've got this fully mixed now and the oven preheating, and we have 2 options for the way to approach it from here. Option 1 is to roll out all of the dough to about a 1/4 inch thickness and then use that cookie cutter to cut out the shapes. Hannah actually prefers option 2 here, which you see her doing. You can see she just presses that dough into each individual biscuit, and she makes these one at a time. She has made these using both methods, and she has said that when she presses the dough right into that cookie cutter, she gets a lot less cracking when she's actually doing the baking. When she does the cutout method, it tends to crack a little bit more. But from my perspective, these are for the dogs, and quite frankly, the dogs don't really care what shape they're in. They just want to eat them. Having these treats shaped as we want them, that's really more for our benefit. Am I right? Or am I right? Well, maybe Pete thinks a little bit differently about that. Anyways, as we look at the tray here, along with the second tray as well, you can see that Hannah is spacing these out by at least 2 inches each, just to make sure that they bake nice and evenly. And going back to the cookie cutters, we will list some links to some affiliate products right within the description, along with the full ingredients for this recipe. And this is the last of the dough right here, so she's got enough just to make a nice little ball shape. That works. Pete will like it just the same. And as we pull out the camera, you can see that we're just under 20 treats. We've got 19 bones and that one little ball. We've got those placed in the oven now, so we're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. But since we've got the trays on 2 separate shelves, we're going to rotate them at the 15-minute mark. There's that shelf swap at the 15-minute mark and also rotating them. And now, there we are. At the 30-minute mark, everything is all done. Now it's time to let these cool off just a bit. So these are too hot for Pete to try yet, but we're going to let him smell it.
Peter, look it. I can get it on the thingy. Okay. Smell it.
Sorry, Pete, still just a little bit too hot here, but we're going to place them on the cooling rack so they can cool off just that much quicker. But we cooled off one little small piece for a little sample.
Gentle. Gentle. Good boy.
And here we are the next day when they're fully cooled off.
Speak. Good boy. Good boy.
Pete. Good boy. Balance. Good boy. Good boy. Ready.
And get it.
And don't forget to check out the description below to see all the ingredients listed for this recipe. Thanks for the reminder, Pete. If you'd like to see a video on how we make our puppy chow snacks for humans, click this video right here. And until next time, God bless.